welcome to Shara Stories, and looking forward to. Okay, I'm trying not to have technical difficulties tonight. Hold on, y'all. Shara Stories. Hold on. And looking forward to. Okay, I got my laptop out because I want to be able to answer y'all's questions, right away. So, hey, hi everybody. I'm not having technical difficulties tonight. Technical difficulties. I have claimed that I'm done with problems, so I'm gonna give everybody a minute to get in, and we're gonna get started with our subscriber Q&A. So, first things first. Did you guys have a good week last week? I just want to know. My week was really, it was okay. It was a little challenging with work and everything, but it was all right. No complaints. Having a really good weekend so far. If you well, in Florida we're having fall. This is our little fall, so it was really nice today. It was like maybe 70 degrees or something like that. No, it was a little warmer than that. But the weather has been really nice, so I had a really good day out shopping and enjoying the weather, and spent some time with a couple good friends, and so it's been a really good weekend. So let's see. So Miss Amber, you had exams. Oh no, like how did your exams go? I know that must be challenging. I do not have the right mindset to be in school, so I'm just gonna leave that alone because I don't want to be messing up Uncle Sam's money trying to get loans for school. All right, so while we're waiting for a couple more people to come on, I don't know if you guys know or not, but I want to tell you about my next upcoming cruise, other than the group cruise that we're doing in August. So I don't know who's next, but my next cruise is going to be January 13, 2019 on the Magic from Miami. It's a 7-day. And I think it's going to one port I haven't been to before, but it's going to St. Thomas, Puerto Rico, the Turk Islands, and the Dominican Republic. So I'm looking forward to that. So if you guys have a cruise that's coming up in the next month or two, go ahead and put that down so that we can know who's next. Who's cruising next. All right. So before I get started with my personal list of Q&A questions that I got, I want to know if you guys have any questions, burning questions that you want to know. Go ahead and put them down in the comments. That way I can address them and, give you a little answer to your burning Q&A questions. So, while y'all are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my first couple of questions. Oh, Crystal, you're leaving in a couple of weeks. Oh yes, that's right. You're going on the Celebrity Edge. You will definitely have to let us know how that is. I've only cruised Carnival and Royal Caribbean, so I am really curious to know how the celebrity experience is. So you have to make sure you let us know when we chat again. All right. So I have my little list here. Let's see. I am going by myself, Crystal. I'm going solo, girl. Yes. I had a cruise credit with Carnival. I know I'm getting off subject already, but we haven't even got it started yet. But I had a cruise credit with Carnival that I had to use because I missed a cruise in 2016, I believe. I think it was 2016. I got sick and I missed a cruise, so I had a cruise credit that I had to use within like 24 months or I would lose my money. So I'm actually going alone. And so yeah, it's gonna be an experience because I have solo traveled before, but it wasn't quite solo traveling because me and Miss Burlady TTC went. So I had a little friend, and I wasn't by myself. So this time I'm gonna be like alone. So I'll really be able to tell y'all about the solo cruise experience because I'll be winging it by myself. So hopefully I'll meet some nice people, meet some nice friends, and I'll have some people that I can interact with while I'm on the cruise. But as of right now, I'm going alone. Thank you, Miss Amber. I know I'll have a blast. I'm friendly, and you know how people like to talk to me, even when I really don't want them talking to me. So people love to talk to me, and so yeah, I think I'll have a good time. Let's see. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be cold, Crystal, because I mean, in Florida it's never cold. I mean, we get a couple of cold snaps, but it's never like cold. So I'm thinking that the weather will probably be pretty good. Probably the type of weather that I like 70s, 80s, and that's perfect because I don't like to burn up, and it can get really hot in the island. So I think January is a good time. I've gone in February before, and it was warm. It was warm. So we'll see. I'll let you know. I know when we went in the end of July, August, it was freaking hot. Like really hot. Like ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to burning up. But I am looking forward to going. So y'all don't have any burning questions, I'm gonna get to my list. It's a little long here. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so the first question that I got on my Q&A is, where were you born and where are you from? Well, I am actually a native Floridian. I was born in Florida. I was raised here. I live in Central Florida. And I mean, I've never lived outside of Florida, so I don't really know what it's like to live in another state. I've actually lived in the same county for my whole entire life. So I really don't have that experience of living outside of Florida. So well, I mean, that's just what it is. I don't really have a desire at this point in time to move outside of Florida. I mean, I guess I've gotten accustomed to the weather, and I'm used to it now. And unless something significant in my life changes, I'm gonna be in Florida. So let me see. I have a couple questions here. Oh, Miss Crystal. No, January 13th is not significant for me at all. I think we picked that date because I think it was like the cheapest date to go. Because I was originally gonna go in December, but I changed it to January because I've had like a lot of things happen to me over the last couple of months, and I just didn't have enough vacation time for the end of the year to go. So that's why I got moved to January. But no significance. Just that was just the date that they had, and so that's what we picked. All right. So the next Q&A question I got was 3 words that describe me the best. I'm kind of curious to what you guys think the 3 words that describe me the best are. So I'm going to answer some comments, and then you guys let me know. Oh, wow. So, Crystal, you were born in Texas, and wow, you've lived in Germany. That is, that's, and how was that? I've never lived abroad. Like, well, I've never lived outside of Florida, so I haven't lived abroad. But that's really interesting. How is that different from the United States? You have to let us know. All right, let's see. So Miss Amber thinks I'm bubbly. Okay, I can see that. I have my moments. So I can agree with that. If I were to say 3 words that describe me the best, um, one is probably opposite of that. And I think I'm a little reserved. I think I'm kind of conservative. Um, it all depends on the situation. Like, I'm a little bit shy when I first meet people, mainly because I kind of want to feel them out and, figure out who they are. And, before I open up myself. So I think I'm a little reserved and conservative. So that's 2 words I would use. I definitely agree with bubbly. I like to laugh. I mean, I'm a little bit shy, Miss Amber, I'm a little bit shy. um, yeah, I think I'm a little reserved. I think I'm kind of conservative. I do like to laugh and have fun. Now, I love to crack a joke. I love to laugh and be silly. Um, I just find a lot of joy in that in life, and just being happy. So I try not to be sad or have a depressed spirit, because I mean that's just a downer anyway. So like I just try to see the best out of any situation, and you know see the best part of people. So thank you so much. I'm sweet, bubbly, and caring. Thank you, Crystal. That's so sweet. And we haven't even met yet. Aw. Thank you. Like, I really try. Like, I feel like your attitude just is such a reflection on you. And it all depends. It doesn't even depend on, like, what's happening in your life. If you can have a good attitude and just try to smile and see the positives out of everything, like that is such a stress reliever, because I just don't understand people that are just negative all the time and just have a Debbie Downer outlook on life. Like, and I can say that because I have been through a lot of things that normally people don't know, or would be like, oh, I don't even know how you're able to just keep it going. But that's the way I keep moving forward, just looking at the best in people, looking at trying to see the best in every situation. Every situation has a lesson in it. So I take the good, take the bad, and try to make the best out of it. So thank you so much, guys. That's so kind of you. Let me know what you want to know so I can answer your questions, ladies and gentlemen, if you're there. Yes, Crystal, you should do a live. We would definitely watch that. I know I would. I'd be all over that. I have really enjoyed and embraced the live streams, lately. To me, it seems like it's so much easier than trying to edit a video. I can go ahead and say what I gotta say, if I mess up, oh well. We just keep moving. So I really like the interaction and everything, and I think we're building a nice little community here. So I'm happy with the live stream. So if okay, is it back yet? Let me know if you can see me. I don't know what happened. All right. So let's see. I'm going on with my list here. Let's see. Okay, so let's do something fun. I have another question. It is, what is your favorite TV show, song, book, movie, or something on Netflix? Well, let's see. Right now, my favorite TV show is okay, well that's good. I'm glad I never went out, because it said it was reconnecting, so I'm glad we're still good. I would say right now my favorite TV show is either gonna be How to Get Away with Murder. Don't judge me. Or or Scandal. I really like those shows. Like they keep you on your toes. Like you are always guessing like what's gonna happen next. So I would probably say between those are probably my favorite shows. I can watch them over and over again. And if y'all like Scandal, when yeah, still on. Well, no, Scandal went off. Scandal finished, but it's on Netflix. Um, How to Get Away with Murder is still on. So I remember, if you ever watch Scandal, this is the part that always tears me up. And I know this is like not even um, a real person, but if you ever watch Scandal, when Harrison died, y'all, like I was sitting there crying. Like I never cry for like TV shows, but when Harrison died, like I was so upset. Like I was at a real funeral. It was bad. Oh my goodness. So those are probably my favorite TV shows. As far as songs, like I mean that's objective. Like it kind of depends on how I feel that day, on what song I really like. So let me see. Songs. All right, there's a song that I play over and over and over again. It's by B.O.B. and I think Trey Songz. It's called Not For Long. Y'all look that one up. That's my jam. So by B.O.B. and Trey Songz, it's called Not For Long. It's just catchy. I like it. So if y'all, I know y'all got YouTube, so y'all can look that up and listen to it, and y'all can thank me later because that's my little jam. Let me see. My favorite book. Let me see. Oh, that's a hard one. Oh man. Let me think. You know what? I was trying to make sure that I had my answers, but like it's just so fluid. Like what I think my favorite is, like it can be like anything at any given time. All right, so there was a series that came out a while ago. Um, and it was okay. If you've ever read 50 Shades of Grey, it's better than 50 Shades of Grey, and it's called Bared to You by Sylvia Day, and it was like a 3 series set of books that she did, and they were really good. So if you're looking for something that's definitely going to keep your attention, it's a little spicy at times, just so you know, but it's called Bared to You. So look that one up on your little Amazon Kindle, or if you like paperbacks, I'm pretty sure they still print it. You can still get it printed, but I think that was probably one of the best series that I read, other than let me see, of course the Bible, of course Miss Crystal, definitely that. And then what was that other series that I read? There was another book that I read when I was a teenager that I used to read it once a year, and it's called The Coldest Winter Ever. I don't know if you've ever read that book, but it's really good. I think the author is Sister Soldier or something like that, but that was a pretty good book. Definitely keeps you on your toes. So let me see. My favorite movie. Oh, this is a hard one too. Like, I don't know. Like, I can watch movies over and over and over again. Like, I'm one of those people, like, I'm pretty picky in my selection. So if I like something, I have the tendency to, like, watch it over and over again, like, for no good reason. So, let me see. I don't know. Like, it's hard. Favorite movie? I don't know. I don't think I can answer that one right now. I'll have to table that one for the next Q&A, because that's going to be too hard. But I can tell you my favorite series of movies that I can answer. I like Marvel movies, like Iron Man and the Hulk and Spider-Man and Thor, and I love Avengers. Loved Avengers. So If you are a fan of Marvel, you are my friend. I'm really waiting for Avengers 4 to come out next year, so I'm gonna be all over that. And of course, Black Panther. I don't know how I left him out, but yes. Love the Avengers. Those are my friends. So yeah, those are some of my favorites. Let me know what your favorites are. Y'all are kind of quiet there in the comments. I see Miss Crystal says she loves Trey songs and the Bible. So tell me what you like, Miss Amber. Let's see. All right. Okay. So I thought this one was kind of fun. This is going to be a little bit of a throwback. So I found this question. What was your favorite childhood toy? So when I was growing up, I really liked dolls. Like, I really loved, not Barbies, but like baby dolls. Like, I really loved those. And I loved anything like that had to do with like domestic things, like easy bake oven. Like, I used to, that Christmas when I got my easy bake oven, I baked everything I had that was in that box. Like, I didn't have nothing for the next day because I baked it all and I ate it all. Because, you know, when you're a kid, your parents are not going to eat your little cake that you just baked with a light bulb, you know. So but I remember my easy bake oven. That was one of my favorite childhood toys. And let me see, my baby dolls. If you ever had Baby Alive, I had a Baby Alive and my easy bake oven. So I think those are probably some of my favorite childhood toys. So what else did I like? There was something else. I had an Alf doll. I don't know if you guys remember Alf, but I had an Alf doll and he talked and I loved him. And what else did I have? There was this doll called Kid Sister. I had that too. So like, I don't know, like, I just like to play with dolls, and I like to play with you know, I have my little kitchen set and my little easy bake oven. So I was having a good little time, you know. So those are some of my favorite childhood toys. So tell me what you guys liked. What were your childhood toys that you thought were interesting, or that you remember some of your nostalgia? I'm interested to know that. Let me see here. Y'all don't have any burning questions for me while I'm getting through my little list? Oh, Miss Barry, you used to love coloring books. That's fun. Like, I love coloring books too, and like coloring pencils and things like that. But I was so meticulous. Like, I didn't want to color outside of the lines, and I would get mad when other people colored outside of the lines, because I like to follow the rules, and I feel like people who color outside of the lines, like, something's wrong with them. Okay, Miss Crystal, she likes baby dolls and Barbie. So we would have had fun. We would have had a good little time with our little baby dolls, because that was right up my little alley. I love that kind of stuff. Let's see. Like, the toys that they have now, it's like kids don't even play with toys anymore. They kind of like watch other kids play with their toys on YouTube. Like, I've seen that before. Like, I'm like, I remember it was this little boy at our church, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm watching this guy, and he's playing this game called Fortnite. And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. And so you're sitting here watching somebody else play with their toys. That's what kids do now. They just go on YouTube and watch other kids play with their toys. It's like, parents don't even have to buy toys anymore. Just give them YouTube, which, I mean, I don't condone that, because there's probably a lot of inappropriate things on YouTube. However, it just seems like, you know, that's what's happening. And I'm like, kids are not kids anymore. Like, I feel really bad for this generation, because I just skipped the generation of social media. Like, social media was not big when I was in high school. I think the most that we had was MySpace. I I think we had MySpace, but I'm not sure. I'm not confident. But we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have Twitter, we didn't have Instagram. Nobody had a camera phone, you know. So, and if you did have a cell phone, you know, it was rare, you know. So, you know, you didn't have to worry about going to school and somebody taking a picture of you and posting it and all these other things, you know, and the bullying that kids have to deal with these days. Like, I'm so glad, like, I came out right before it got bad with social media, because I would not want to go to school, you know, with some of the things that these kids have to deal with. You know, they're trying to get through their work, and then, you know, you have just all this other things, you know, that are going on, and it's so much of a distraction. So yeah, I'm really glad that I skipped that, and I feel bad for these poor little children that have to go through that, because they will never know the joy of three-way calling at the end of the day, and you know, that kind of stuff that we used to do. I remember when I was in middle school. I know I'm getting off track, but it's kind of like it makes sense. I remember in middle school when we got out of school, like, we would call each other on the phone and talk. You know, it wasn't any FaceTime or anything like that. Or we would go visit each other, or we would hang out, or, you know, we would just, it would be a real social interaction. It wasn't like always on the phone and texting and all this other stuff. Like, we didn't do that. Now, what we did was, I think my generation was the generation that we did do, like, this was when Yahoo Chat was big. I don't know if y'all remember when Yahoo Chat was big, and AOL Chat and stuff like that. We chatted, but we were actually talking about relevant things. Like, you can go into a chat room based on whatever your interest was, and, you know, talk to people. And, you know, they would actually talk back and have actual meaningful conversations, and it was good, you know, and it wasn't perverted. It, you know, it hadn't gotten to the point where it was, you know, people were not using it for what it was intended for. You know, it was supposed to be a way to connect to people, to interact with people, before it got, like, so bad. But those are the days. Now, those were the days in the internet, when the internet was popping. You know, when you had dial up and you had to wait for that long, whatever that strange noise was, before you can get online. Like, those were the days. Like, I miss that. I mean, I don't really miss that, because, like, dial up was terrible. I don't know how we lived with dial up, but, like, the concept was so much better than what we have now. So, aw. Okay. I'm gonna type that out for you, Miss Bird. It is called Not For Long by B.O.B. Hold on. B.O.B. and Trey Songz. Now, it might not be your jam, but it's my jam. That's the one. That's what I jam to. And let me see, what other song is on my playlist that I play pretty heavy. I like The Weeknd. That song, I Feel It Coming. I really like that song. So I'm gonna put that down here too. I'm pretty sure y'all know that song. I don't know how to. I think I'm spelling it wrong, because The Weeknd spells his name a little bit different from what it might be. But those are my two jams. Let me see. I don't know. I like different type of music. Like, I like soca music. I like, because I like to dance, like, and it makes me feel good. I like gospel music, but I don't like contemporary gospel. I was raised Baptist, so I like old school hymns, like quartet type of gospel music. Like, that's the kind of gospel music I like. I like the old school stuff. So I'm not into the contemporary gospel. Like, some of it is okay, but I like the old stuff. Like, that really does it for me. It's it's stirring. You know, I like the old school gospel. Let me see. Other than that, let me see. I'm trying to figure out what else I really, really enjoy listening to. Hmm. Let's see. Yes, I definitely agree with that, Crystal. Yes. I don't know what they're doing with music. You know, it's just so annoying. Like they don't talk about, you know, the virtues of a woman and being in love and men that pursue women and like the love songs that they used to make that would just make you feel so good and make you feel like you're in love. Absolutely. I miss those songs. Like, um, I think like the music like in the 90s and the 2000s, they was just starting to convert into this hippity hop stuff. Like I don't really deal with that. But like I feel like the music in like the early 90s, you know, when they would sing to you and you know, make you feel good and you know, just make you feel something, you know. Let's see. Yes. Yes. I remember. You know, do you guys have Spotify? I like Spotify because you can actually go to um playlists based on the year that something came out. Like they have like 90s playlists, they have 80s playlists, 2000s playlists, and it is amazing to me, you guys. Like you can hear a song that you haven't heard in years, like years, right? And you will know every single lyric. Like I was amazed. Like how do I know this song? Like I knew I knew the song, but like I can hear a song and be like, "Ah," and be able to sing it just like, you know, it came out yesterday. So I was like, that is so amazing. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so Miss Crystal, you like the mid 80s music? The only people I knew that were singing songs in the 80s that I ever listened to were probably like Luther, Michael Jackson, um, who else? Prince, I think. I don't know. I don't know. So, and that was only because that was some of the songs that my parents listened to. So, I was born in the 80s. So those are the ones that I knew. So, let's see. Y'all are going to have to tell me if y'all like my songs or not. I mean, I think they're my jam. I know they're my jam, so I just want to know if you guys like them or not. All right. So let's see. What are we going to talk about now? Well, I think we're going to talk about something that is very important in my life. Food. So, I had a question. What is my favorite food? And what is like, my indulgent food, like my guilty pleasure? Like, what do I like? Foodies. Yes, we are foodies. Like, I love, okay, y'all know I'm like a little chunky. You know, I'm a plus size girl, so food is a big part of my life. Like, it's always been a big part of my life, and I love to eat. So, let's see. Favorite food. Yeah, I mean, hey, we can do categories. It doesn't matter. Just let me know. Just tell me what y'all like. Okay. So let's see. Let me see what we got here in the comments. Okay. Italian food. I like Italian food to a certain extent. Like, I have to want it. Like, Olive Garden. It's okay. Carrabba's is better than Olive Garden, in my little personal opinion. So you like to make ziti, Miss Amber? So okay, so y'all love Italian food. I'm gonna tell y'all what my favorite foods are. I really like I like Mexican food. Like I like tacos. I love the burritos at Blue Iguana Cantina on the cruise ships on Carnival. Like I like the breakfast burritos. I like the regular burritos. Like I love all of them. Let me see. I have never been to Maggiano's, Amber. So if they have one close to where you are, we might have to check that out because I've never been there. And I know Olive Garden is. I mean, it's really not. It's not the best, but I do enjoy Carrabba's. Carrabba's is pretty good. Yes, we must go. But there's like a Mexican place here that I really like. It's like a family-owned Mexican place. I don't even think they're Mexican. I think they're Cuban. But anyway, I like Mexican style food, and I really like Japanese food. Like I like um, hibachis and like teppanyakis and stuff like that. Where they cook the food in front of you. I really like that. Um, hmm. I like different things. Like I like to try different things. Like I actually tried lots of different restaurants here lately, and it's a good thing to not eat the same thing over and over again, because that way you'll never figure out what you really like, or you might turn your nose up at something that may actually be really good. So right now I would probably say Mexican, and the Japanese, the teppanyaki. Have you guys ever been to Gigi's on Carnival ships? I know it's on the newer ship. I know it was on Vista, and I know they put it on Horizon, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the next one, Panorama. But Gigi's Asian Kitchen is really, really, really good. Um, and I think they're free for lunch. Like on the bigger ships, like they have that the cucina, whatever that is. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They have the Italian place, and then they have Gigi's, and I really liked Gigi's. It's kind of like the Mongolian walk, but they do it a little bit different. They like you go and you sit down and everything, and you just fill out the piece of paper, and they bring you whatever it is that you want in your noodles or whatever. Y'all, I think I ate so much that day, it was ridiculous. One day I was on the Vista, I was just going around trying different foods, because I mean at that point, like I was kind of like doing my own thing, and so it was between eating and going to trivia. So if it was something in trivia that I wasn't feeling, then I would go and eat something, or then I would go get in the hot tub or whatever. But Gigi's was so, so good. So if you haven't been to Gigi's, you got to go. I think they're only open for like a couple of hours during the day, like for lunch, and it's free. But it is so good. Like I would even pay. I don't think it's that much. I think it's like $15 a person. I would pay the $15 to go and eat there. To me, it was better than the steakhouse. Yeah, maybe the steakhouse was just not that great on the Liberty, but I would pay for Gigi's before I would go back to the steakhouse. Okay, so they have it where you can taste it. What did you get from Gigi's, Crystal? Did you have the little bowl that they make? Because that's what I had. I just had the little bowl, and I think they give you like a little egg roll or something. But yeah, I think you have to make reservations. But it wasn't crowded. I think you have to make reservations if you're going to go and pay for it. But when I went, just to go, it wasn't crowded at all. Like I was able to go in and sit down and let's see. Yeah, I agree. It was way better than the steakhouse. Like I don't know what they're doing at the steakhouse, and I think, like I said before, I think the steakhouse is mainly for presentation. Because the food wasn't as. I mean, I could have went to the main dining room for free and been just as happy because I didn't care for it, and I just have to be honest. It was expensive. I mean, because the reason why we went was for my mom's birthday, so I treated a party of 6 to the steakhouse. So for that type of money, I was expecting miracles. So maybe it was just me and what I expected it to be. It wasn't. Yeah, girl, I was like, I mean, that was the most I have ever spent, like, on a ship in a single purchase. Like, no, it was like two something plus the tip. It came out to like $250, for this meal. And I'm thinking, like, this is going to be amazing. And it wasn't. So I was like, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I'm just like, no, I'm done with the steakhouse. I'm not going back. But oh, thanks. I wanted to do something special for my mom's birthday, so I figure, we'll all get together and go to dinner. Let me know if you guys want to see some of the pictures and like a mini vlog from the Liberty cruise that I just did. I did a little bit of vlogging. I didn't do a lot because I just wanted to relax, and vlogging can sometimes be exhausting. So just let me know if you guys want to see that and I'll work on it. I cannot promise when it's going to come out, but I'll work on it and I'll get it out as soon as I can. So just let me know if you want to see some of the highlights from the Liberty. I mean, it was okay. I'll be happy to put that out for you guys. So just let me know. All right. So let's see here. I had a question for what was my favorite holiday. I don't know. Holidays, I feel like they're subjective to how you feel and like what, like your background and how you were raised and everything like that. Depending on how you feel about holidays, how you celebrate them. I want to say my favorite holidays used to be Thanksgiving and Christmas, mainly because like everybody would be getting together and it would just be a lot of family time and people getting together and just it was a good time, just seeing family and being with people that you haven't seen in a long time, and then you get to see the kids growing up and people having babies and getting married and stuff like that. So it's changed. I think that as people come and go, as people pass on, or people come and go from the family, I think that kind of, what's the word, it kind of dilutes the family bond. And so it's harder to get people together. Like, it's harder to get families together when it's a happy time, not just a sad time. So like holidays used to be like one of my most favorite things, but I feel like a lot of people have people have their own agendas, it seems like, nowadays. And people just want to do things with their immediate families, and they don't want to get together with everybody, and it just doesn't feel like it used to feel. So I don't know if I'm the only one. Apparently I'm not the only one that feels like hi. Hi, Will. the difference in family dynamics. But my favorite holiday memory, let me see. Um, Probably when I was a child. Now I have a large extended family. I only have one brother, and my parents only had two kids. But my mom comes from a really large family. My grandma had nine kids. So my mom has four brothers and four sisters, and I have lots of cousins. And so on Christmas, growing up, everybody would come to our house because at that time, we had the biggest house, and so everybody would just gravitate here. And we would have food. We would have like a little gift exchange where um, everybody would buy a gift that was like $10 or less or whatever. And, we would just go around and, exchange gifts. And, it was really nice, because it was everybody and everybody was all together. And, it wasn't any separation. And it just felt good. Like, it felt like, Christmas. It felt like there was a spirit of togetherness. And so, like I said, when it feels like when people pass on or when people just get so involved in their daily life that they not forget about their extended family, but it's not as much as a priority as, your immediate family. So sometimes it kind of goes by the wayside. So let's see. I have a couple of comments here. Let me see. Yeah. So I definitely agree with that. Family dynamics have changed. I don't think our generation, especially my generation, we're so caught up in social media that we're not social anymore. We don't put our phones down long enough to have actual conversations. And so taking time and getting together, like that was all our ancestors had, like was each other and spending time together. Like they didn't have cell phones, with GPS and all this other stuff. They had was that time. And so they made time. After church, everybody would get together, they would share a meal, and it would just be good fellowship. And so we're so busy we don't take the time to fellowship anymore. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, those are some of my best holiday memories. And I don't know if your family does this or not, but family reunions. Like, I don't know if your families do family reunions, but we used to do family reunions every single year. And it was so much fun. Like, we would all get together in like one central location, because I have family not only in Florida but in Georgia, Pennsylvania. We have family in California, Washington State, and Texas. So once a year we would all get together, and we plan it out, of course. And we all come together for one weekend, and we would have like a big picnic where we would barbecue. The kids would play games. We would have like social events, like fish fries and stuff. I mean, it's always either centered around church or food, like, but that's kind of how it was. And that's kind of how it is. And then like Sundays, we would all fellowship with each other and go to church. And I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of preachers in my family. So if one person was scheduled to preach, then somebody else would, have to stand up and say whatever their piece is. So it would be quite an extended church service, but it was all good. It was all in family love and fellowship and everything like that. So unfortunately, that's kind of gone to the wayside too, because people are so busy that they don't take the time to invest in those things. And family reunions were really important, especially back in the day, because that's kind of how you figured out who you're related to, because you didn't want to accidentally like one of your cousins because you didn't know that was your cousin, because that probably wouldn't have been like a good situation. So, you know, it was a way to know who your family was and like where you come from. So, yeah, those are some of my best memories for things like that. So let me see here. So we already talked about where I'm from and 3 words that describe me. Let me see. Oh, let's see. Here we have some more comments. Okay. Well, that's good. Well, I think that's really good that you guys got together more often. Um, we would only get together like once a year. So, I mean, if you think about how much things change in a year, if you haven't seen your family, a lot can change. Like, it always seemed like there was always another baby, or so it's like, okay, well, where did all these children come from? But yeah, I think that's good to get together every as often as you can. I think that's important. You know, just for fellowship and just being together in happy times and not always sad occasions. So I think that's really good. I think that's nice. Let's see here. So yes, Crystal, I am going on the Magic in January. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna make it happen. Let's see. Okay. So I had like one more question, and that was, what is my greatest achievement so far? I thought about this one, you guys, for a long time. Um, what my greatest achievement is so far. And to be honest, I don't think it's happened yet. I don't think that, I feel like God has lots of plans for me. And I don't think I've achieved that yet. So I really can't say what my greatest achievement is quite yet, because I think that that is still in process. I don't know what it is, but I know it's going to be wonderful. And I just don't think that at this point in my life I can say this is my greatest achievement, because I don't want to mask something that may be even greater. Um, I have achieved great things, you know, have a pretty successful job, and you know, I have a good family, and I have really good friends and a good support system. Um, you know, I have my education, and you know, I'm pretty proud of that. But just watch out, guys. I think my greatest achievement is still in the process. It's still in work. So I can't quite answer that quite yet, but hopefully one day I'll be able to say, yes, this was my greatest achievement. But not as of right now. I'm still working on it. Let's see here. I had another question that, what is one of my goals for next year? So I'm trying to think about 2019, because 2018 was a little bit, it wasn't bad. It wasn't, a, a it was an interesting year. Let's just put it like that. So hold on one second. Let me see here. Yeah, Crystal, I can agree with that. That you say your greatest achievement hasn't happened yet, other than your relationship with Christ. I can definitely see that. I don't know. Maybe one day, like when I'm like old and in my rocking chair, I can say, "Oh yeah, this is my greatest achievement." But right now, no, I can't answer that. But what was I gonna say? Oh, my goals for next year. So I was saying, you know, I really want to try to put some thought into what I want to do next year, and some things that I want to accomplish next year, and things, you know, just trying to map out, you know, some things so that I can make a little plan of what I want my life to look like, and what I want things to be like. And so I was having a conversation with a really good friend, and you know, we were just talking about, well, I kind of brought it up, you know, something that I really wanted to do. And so I'm hoping that you guys support me. But I'm thinking that next year I'm going to go ahead and get my travel agent license. I want to pursue that. Um, as you know, cruising is like one of my most favorite things to do. But it's not just cruising. Like, I love to travel and I want to see the world and I want to know, like, about different cultures and everything like that. And I want to help other people, share that love of travel. And so, I'm going to work on getting certified in Florida to be a travel agent. So when we go on our little group cruises, I can take care of that for you. You don't even have to call Carnival. You can call me and I'll take care of it for you. I'm going to give you a good deal. So that's definitely something that I'm working on, and I'm going to be pursuing for next year. And I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be a good thing. I think it's going to be good to have a lot of additional knowledge about the travel industry, not just cruising, but different destinations all over the world, because there's so many things out there to see and experience. And I'm really looking forward to that. So I hope you guys support me in that. I'll make sure I tell you all about the highlights and the struggles and everything like that. Okay, so Crystal, you'll have well, maybe we'll have to get together and we can share some of what our experiences are. Are you gonna go ahead and get your license? Let me know down in the comments. That way, I don't know if it varies from state to state what the requirements are, but I know in Florida, you can get certified to book, all kinds of travel. So I am looking forward to that. I think that's going to be something that's going to be really positive. So that's going to be my little plan for next year. I mean, that's not the only thing that I'm working on. I'm also working on some other things, but that's definitely a goal that I want to accomplish, for myself. And I think it'll be good. I really do think it'll be good. So, anybody else have some burning questions they want to ask me before we end our first Q&A? I'm gonna do something like this again, where we'll ask some questions. Hopefully, you guys will let me know some of your questions ahead of time. That way, I can kind of start working on my little responses. I try to have the live stream up early so that you guys can kind of see what the next week's topic is going to be like. Okay. So Will is thinking about writing a book. Okay. That would be really interesting. I would love to read that. What type of book are you looking to write? Is it going to be like a motivational book, inspirational book, Christian ministry type of book? Let me know. I'm really interested in that. I think that'll be quite an interesting journey, writing a book. I think when you write things down, like, it kind of gets everything out, and, you get to share your experiences from your point of view. So I think that'll be good. All right. So, Miss Crystal, I'm glad you had a good time with the Q&A. Think about anything you want to ask me for next time. That way I can go ahead and prepare my answers. I had a couple more, but I think we did good. We had a lot of fun talking about songs and music and books and travel and all the things that we love on this channel. So, anybody else have anything that they want to ask before we end it for this week? I'm trying to think for next week what we're gonna do. I might just go ahead and get out that mini vlog of the Liberty for you guys. So we'll see. I don't know if Miss Amber is gonna be doing her live on next Friday. But if you have not checked out her channel, it's Miss Burley TTC, and she does live streams on Fridays. And also she does videos on cruising. She does packing videos. She does commentary, reviews, tips. So if you have not checked her out, go ahead and check her out. Let's see here. Okay, so Crystal, the cruise in January, it's I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I believe it's going to the Dominican Republic. It's a 7-day. It's a Sunday to Sunday. Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, Puerto Rico, and I think Grand Turk, I believe. I think that's what it is. I'll have to confirm. And I think there's like a couple sea days in between, like at the beginning or the end. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's where we're going. Hopefully we'll have good weather. I know we're not going to have any hurricanes. And I know it won't be too, I know it's not going to be too hot. I doubt it'll be cold. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Yeah. So I don't know where Miss Amber went. I think she said she'd be right back, but she knows I'm gonna be here for an hour and that's it. So hopefully she comes back. Hopefully we get to see her next Friday when she does her live stream. And I'll definitely be there, of course, as always. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I really had a good time talking to you guys tonight. Hopefully you've got to learn a little bit more about me. And if you have any questions, like I said, please go ahead and leave them in the comments for me. I definitely will always reply to your comments. If I don't see them right away, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I appreciate everybody who joined me tonight. And I will see you guys next week, same time, 10:30, Saturday night. I hope you guys have a great week. And we'll see you next week on Shara Stories. Bye.